Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing good at your side. Now, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you've encountered a situation where you've forgotten your Windows or Linux system password, or you're just curious about how to recover it. Today, we're diving into password breaking techniques that can help you regain access to your system. But before we jump into the practical part, let's cover some key concepts that will help you understand the process better, even if you're not from an IT background. Let's start with some important keywords we'll be using in this video. Encryption. Imagine you're sending a secret message to a friend, but you don't want anyone else to read it. So you use a code that only you and your friend know. That code is like encryption in the digital world. It protects your data by turning it into a secret code. Hash. Think of a hash like a fingerprint for data. It's a unique code generated from your password. Even a tiny change in the password will create a completely different hash, making it a one-way process. Simply, it can't be decrypted easily. Vulnerability and loopholes. These are like open windows in a house that a thief can use to get in. In computers, vulnerabilities are weaknesses in the system that can be exploited to gain unauthorized access. So what exactly is password breaking? It's the process of recovering a password by exploiting weaknesses in the system. Imagine you have a locked box but lost the key. Instead of finding the key, you might try to pick the lock or break it open. Password breaking is somewhat similar, in which you're bypassing the security to gain access. Imagine you're at a party and you leave your phone on a table. When you come back, you realize you've forgotten your unlock pattern. Now, you know the phone is yours, but you can't get in. So, you might try to remember the pattern by drawing random shapes or using a tool that helps you guess it. That's like password breaking in real life. Now that we've got some basics idea of password breaking, let's jump into the practical part. I'll show you step by step how to break or recover passwords using the command line in Windows and the terminal in Linux. Remember, this is for educational purposes only and should only be done on systems you own or have permission to access. Let's start with Windows. If you've forgotten your password, you can actually reset it using a built-in command line trick. Here's how it works. First, restart your computer and press F8 repeatedly as it starts to boot. Then select Safe Mode with Command Prompt from the options. Sometimes this trick will not work to open Command Prompt directly. So for that, we are having many other tricks to do. But right now, let's go ahead with simple one. Now, at the command prompt, please type the commands shown in the video. This will replace the utility manager with the command prompt, which we'll use to reset the password. The utility manager in Windows is an accessibility tool that allows users to start and configure accessibility programs before logging in. It can be accessed from the login screen by clicking the Ease of Access button, which appears as a small icon in the lower right corner of the screen. But for password recovery or breaking, the utility manager can be replaced with the command prompt through a technique that takes advantage of the fact that it can be launched with system-level privileges before logging in. Then, restart the computer normally. Now, on the login screen, click the Ease of Access button. This will open the command prompt instead of the utility manager as we replaced it in previous step. Now to reset the password, replace username with the account name and new password with your new password in the command. And you are done with breaking the password of Windows. But after logging in, restore the original utilman file. Now, let's move on to Linux. If you're locked out of your root account, you can reset the password using the grub bootloader. So for that, restart your computer, and as it boots, hold down the Shift key to access the grub menu, and now, in 6 seconds, you have to press E to edit the grub. Then, find the line starting with Linux, and at the end of the line, replace the given things. After that, press Ctrl key with X or simply press F10 to boot into a single user shell. Now to reset the root password, type given commands in the terminal. And after changing the password, type reboot-F to reboot the system. Now here you go with the practical of both systems for breaking their passwords. Now if I tell you that, these are the basic practices, but there are more advanced methods and tools you can use to break or recover passwords, like Offcrack for Windows, John the Ripper for both systems, Single User Mode for Linux, Password Reset Disk for Windows, SAM Database Exploits for Windows, and much more. And that's it for today's video. I hope this helped you understand how password breaking techniques work and how you can recover your system password if you've forgotten it. Remember, always use these techniques ethically and only on systems you have permission to access. Thank you for watching our video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or doubts, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next video.